Hi, my name is Brooke Olander, and we're doing Eminem. Even though Eminem's only been in the public eye since 1999, he's been rapping since he was 14 years old. Born October 17, 1972, into a poor, fatherless, and unstable family, he moved around a lot. This constantly relocation led to him to have an inability of making friends, and it made it hard for him to have connections with other people. His 9th grade year is when he finally started connecting through people, and this was done through rap battles at lunch. Since he was poor, his dream was to become something greater and to become a great person. Money was a great and extrinsic motivator for him, and he didn't just want to succeed, but he gave it his all in effort to get out of his current standing. He dropped out that 9th grade year and didn't return. He found that rapping was his true passion and pursued it into his later life. His outside motivators to keep him pursuing were his daughter, his childhood, the absence of his father, his ex-wife, and most importantly, his critics, which were all rapped about in his songs. His career grew from his intrinsic motivators of self-satisfaction and fulfilling his own dream. In an interview, he states, "If I made an album for me and it was to my satisfaction, then I succeeded." Eminem was a directional planet and didn't rely on rap for his goal to become successful. He just wanted to one day say that he succeeded and made a better life for himself. He had a great amount of determination and even used self-marketing for his success. In an interview as well, he states, "If you're a rich kid or a ghetto kid, you have no control over your circumstance. The only control you have is to get out of your situation or to stay in." He was determined to change his life and get out of his current situation as a ghetto kid. Self-efficacy was big in his success and why he's still around today. He believed in his talent and success, and that he knew that if he strived for his goal, then he would reach it. On top of working multiple jobs at the time, he also competed in Detroit underground rap battles, and through marketing himself, he pushed for radio appearances, and that reached a greater amount of people even outside the city of Detroit. His first solo career was represented in 1996, and it was an album called Infinite. The album was unsuccessful and was criticized greatly. Though it was criticized greatly, he didn't take it as a negative thing. He used it as a surge of motivation to prove himself. Infinite's flop also took credit in Eminem's overall success, and following that, he participated in the Rap Sheet magazine's 1997 Rap Olympics, where he placed second in freestyle section, which caught the eye of Interscope Records' Jimmy Iovine, who is still part of his success today.
Hi, my name is Nicole Cornell, and I'm doing Eminem's beginning career. In 1997, after the Rap Olympics, Dr. Dre became very interested in Mathers. He flew to Detroit and signed him on the spot in 1997 after the Slim Shady LP demo was released. When the actual record released 2 years later in 1999, it sold 3 million copies almost immediately. Marshall Mathers' LP sold 19 million copies in 2000. It also won a Grammy for Best Rap Song of the Year, and a nomination for the Best Rap Album of the Year. It is also known as one of the best rap albums ever created. The Slim Shady LP had issues with language, violence, drugs, homophobic, and misogynistic tendencies. It also went against the culture of many music people felt was around for the area. Mathers explained that he wasn't meaning to be offensive by what he used in his songs. He was just rapping about the culture he grew up in and was accustomed to. In 2001, Mathers joined the group D12, and they released an album called The Devil's Night. In 2002, he was also in the movie 8 Mile, which is all about his life. It shows how the culture and the lifestyle he went through at the time shaped him into what he is today. After that, he released an album called The Eminem Show, and in 2004, he released an album called Encore. That album was not as successful as many of his other ones, so it's sort of a disappointment to most people. Many personal issues from 2004 to 2008 led to him not making very much music at all. He went through a divorce, remarried to the same woman, and then another divorce, and then he also went through a custody battle over his daughter Haley. He lost sight of his goals at that time because of addiction to alcohol and pills. In 2007, he almost died because of an overdose. His near-death experience gave him the motivation to get back on the path and work to get back to where he was before. In 2008, he got help for his addiction, and in 2009, he released his album Relapse. At this time, he was very goal-oriented and was trying to stay off his detrimental path that he was on before, and was doing everything he could to get back to the place he once was at.
Pauline, and I'm doing Eminem's Present Life. Mathis was named Artist of the Decade in 2009 by Billboard magazine. In 2010, he released an album called Recovery that dealt with drug and rehab. He inspired people with this album so that they could make it through the tough times, and he wanted to show people that they can become their own intrinsic motivator to get through the tough times. He was considered an inspirational leader to everyone. He reached bottom at a young age, and he eventually, with the motivation, dedication that he had, he made it through that, and now is one of the most successful rappers to this day. In 2013, he has now made around 8 albums, and he developed a wide span of fan base. To this day, he still creates new records under his record label, Shady Records. Eminem saw that Justin Bieber was going down the wrong path. He's dealing with drug addiction and alcoholism, similar to what Eminem dealt with in the beginning of his career. So Eminem thought that he would take Justin Bieber under his wing and bring him to Detroit so that he can help him with his alcoholism and drug addiction and help him get therapy. Eminem's music in today's society is struggling. His words and lyrics are seen as offensive to today's people, and he's realizing now that he has to cope with the society that he's unaccustomed to. Eminem is continuing to perform. As of 2014, he has already 6 tours lined up around the world. Well-known 50 Cent rapper is leaving Eminem's label. But the one thing he left was, he said that Eminem was one of the most inspirational motivators that he's ever dealt with, and that he could not do it without him. Eminem's motivation and dedication will help him be successful in the future, even with societal changes. Even with his busy career, he still has time to raise his kids. He's giving his kids a chance to have a stress-free childhood that he never had. Eminem is successful because when he's at work, he's dedicated and leaves all distraction out the door.
My name is Elizabeth Powell, and Eminem's target audience is males aged 15 to 25. This age group can most relate to his type of music that he produces. His net worth is $160 million, and he's currently the 6th wealthiest rapper in the world. He's a multi-platinum selling artist. He's very good friends with Rihanna and 50 Cent. 50 Cent even says that he can take criticism from Eminem because of how much he trusts him and knows how good of an artist he is. Paul Rosenberg was born in 1971 and is Eminem's music manager. He's been with him through most of his career and has helped him produce all of his albums except 2. Rolling Stone says that Marshall Mathers' LP2 came in the number 4 spot for 2013's 20 best-selling hip-hop albums. Entertainment Weekly also says that Marshall Mathers' LP2 was the 2nd biggest sales week of 2013 that beat most of America's Expectations, right behind Justin Timberlake's 2020 Experience.
Hi, my name is Gary Stevenson, and I'm here to talk about the future of Eminem. Eminem has been motivated since day one, so we feel as though that will carry down in any future endeavors that he wants to accomplish. In our opinion as a group, we feel as though Eminem will not be making his own music, but yet promoting other artists that are signed under his label, Shady Records. This would include writing lyrics, making music, promoting artists, and eventually entering the marketing field, for example, as making headphones, as Dr. Dre has and has successfully done so far. Marshall Mathers, also known as Eminem, has influenced so many rappers throughout his career. So even if he is not making music, you can still feel his presence in any artists that are signed to his label. He has been a very strong influence to past and present rappers. So in the future, he will show his presence there as well. Eminem has very strong visions for the future, and that will include making music, promoting music, and keeping his label out there to be prominent in the music field. As stated before, Marshall Mathers' goal-oriented planning will include signing artists to his label, making them top priority, making music, promoting high-quality music, and entering into the marketing field with items such as headphones, making magazines prominent, and getting the word out there of his label. His directional planning has already been decided, as he knows that he will be staying in the music field, but not necessarily making his own music. He has been action-oriented since his early days, so his goals have already been set for the future. It's just a matter of what field or what road he wants to go down to promote the future of Eminem and the record of Shady Records. Eminem's culture has been prominent in all music that he has made, no matter if it's the environment, past or present drama, conflictions, relationships. So we feel that was down the road that Eminem's culture will still be involved in his music at a very high point. He will continue to be a role model as well to artists signed to his label. He will not only be their mentor or their friend, but he will also be their boss. Eminem will be the authoritative figure in charge of everyone. Eminem will have his rules and you must play by them. When it comes to signing or hiring people to work for his label or his company, he will most likely choose friends or people that have been by his side for many, many years that he trusts. Eminem will not bring in anyone new. Eminem will deal with people that he has known over the years that has stuck by his side through all of his music.